I think I caught the 3, 2, 1, go. Anywho, blooper reel.
The secret of how we get back on air has been
Yup.
revealed.
Oh man, the other game I run, it's like a running gag that I catch us
Nice.
transitioning to live at like a banter or like awkward moment. There's I got a clip actually of I flipped go live just as I was asking the question, are you sure you're okay? And one of the players goes, well, no, but we'll figure it out. I don't know. Like as we were going to it was great. It was a perfect way to open the show. Everybody had fun with it.
Perfect representation of everything.
Yeah. Yep. And that campaign is just like, I kid you not, it starts out with, we're in this campaign. The town in front of you is on fire. Go.
I got that first episode and that first bit, and I was like, wait a minute, did I miss something?
Yup, nope, you didn't miss anything. That is the opening.
Still need to catch up. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's good. Anywho, okay, so we are at a point where you guys have been traveling west, originally toward Red Larch, but it sounds like you guys are sort of questioning whether you want to actually. I should ask or clarify, when you were talking with Jolliver, you were stationary, right? You were not moving?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Correct.
so
He was strapped to a tree.
that's yes. Okay, there we go.
Unless we brought the tree with us.
Unless the tree is Groot.
That is a thing in D&D.
We just papoose Jolliver.
Sentient trees are a thing. I actually, speaking of that other game, they did give a baby Groot. They got a little dancing tree.
Yes.
Yeah.
So good.
Yep. Okay, anywho, so it sounds like you guys are at a point where you're sort of at a conflict of whether to continue all the way to Red Larch or whether to take him to Sacred Stone and Renwick instead. So this is news to me, which is fine. I'm not razzing you for it. But is that where we're at? So we're still deciding?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're waiting on.
waiting for the response.
A response
Yeah.
from
Oh,
Redwood.
you sent the message. That's right. That's why I needed the break early.
Figures out an entirely different plan of action than what needed to happen.
I was gonna write this down and then I didn't. I gotta type it out super quick.
Man, this is. I think like the biggest reason for that is because he said that he's met with the constable himself, which is kind of a big issue.
Well, he didn't say that
people
he's
have
met
met.
with.
But
Yeah.
someone has met
People
with.
he knows
Yes.
who has met with the
I mean, good news is he's not mentioned any of our guild contacts yet.
yet is the issue.
Right. Plus, our weapons dude still seems pretty sweet on us.
He seems pretty happy.
Yeah, like pretty
but-
like hopefully actually helping us out. In that like he's like calling on gods and shit to like deliver you guys weapons.
That was pretty epic.
If you want to get some insight on that, you may make an Arcana or religion check.
Yeah,
I would do that if I was at all proficient, but I'm not going to probably do
it's
well
okay.
on that.
Since you guys
It's
are
okay.
discussing, we can have anybody make that check.
Okay, then just in case.
Arcana or religion. Wow, two things I'm super not great in.
I would probably know more about Arcana.
Oh, which one?
No.
Oh no.
Just kidding.
Whoa.
I have
Okay,
truly
oh,
no idea how
man.
anything
Wait,
that I do works.
What kind of check are we making?
Arcana.
Either
Arcana
religion.
or religion.
All right.
I
All
would
right.
suggest religion as the cleric.
Oh my god.
I mean, they're actually the same for me,
Oh.
but you
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
I like boning checks like that. That's really fun.
Yeah, whatever. I'll
I
throw
heard
you a
some-
bone. Make a check. Nat one.
I heard something completely different than checks.
What?
Oh my goodness.
Cool.
Okay, so is at the mention of like of this, you know his name, right? Oh no, I'm
Gond.
mixing.
His name is
Gond.
Feng. Feng.
Feng.
Feng or
But he
Gond?
mentioned Gond.
He did mention Gond.
He mentioned Gond at the moment that
written
you
down.
like received the weapons.
At the time, we made a religion check, and it was like you told us how he was the god of basically artisan, I think is what you said.
Artisans
like
and
artisans in
craftsmen.
general. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And then
So 16 is not going to get you much additional information,
Sure.
especially like insight into this guy's relationship with Gond. But you'd be able to tell, or you like a little bit of background on Gond with a 16. You'd know that you'd get at least some sort of self-serviced confirmation that this is a god of craftsmanship, and he is of a more neutral, leaning toward good alignment in the grand scheme of things.
Okay, cool. Dope.
Yeah. Okay, so the response to your message will be in Renwick's voice.
Oh boy.
that's good. It would be terrifying if it wasn't.
And it's gonna be
Voice.
hell no.
Yeah.
Fuck that, guys. Anywho, I mostly say that because I just know I'm not very consistent with voices. I do my best, but here we go. He'll say, "The barrier is weakening. I feel a connection to Riverguard. Please come prepared. The cavern below goes deep."
Okay. So, first I won't relay that word for word. First I'm gonna say, I got a very cryptic response, but I didn't get a no. And then I'm gonna relay it word for
That's
word.
good.
He didn't
That's
say
good.
no.
He said, I'll relay that word for word as best as I can, and when I get to that last part, I'll say, he talked about a connection to Riverguard and a barrier weakening, and that we should come prepared, and that the caves below run deeper.
That's in character.
Hi, Kevin.
Okay.
They say hi.
I don't want to give it away, but go into your notes about Sacred Stone.
Like all of
Yeah,
us?
check my notes about shakes.
Oh, or in our notes.
Yeah.
I probably have it somewhere.
Tower, wood, glyphs.
I am-
Nope, wrong one.
I am terrible at taking notes. So, yeah, I got nothing.
Okay, so no worries. For the sake of not losing important narrative that you would in character definitely know,
Mm-hmm.
there was a point at which Renwick told you there were limitations to how far he could go,
Okay.
how far
that's
he could
what-
physically go.
Right.
That's what I figured. is
And he
what-
referred to it as some sort of magical barrier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh.
So. No, I'm just thinking out loud. You're good. Continue.
Insight check. Everybody insight check.
Gotcha. There's my inside. It's in the eyes. That makes sense.
We got a 12, 11, and a
Here
14.
we are.
14.
2 14s.
And Taryn, are you
15.
relaying everything?
Yes, I'm gonna relay the pretty much the entire message. except for that last part that I said.
You're not going to relay the last part.
I'm gonna relay the entire initial part the way that he said it, and then I'll say it the way that I said it. I'll say the last part the way that I. Yes, I'm relaying the entire message.
Okay.
That's easy.
I globally apologize. When I ask questions like that, I do not mean to be leading at all. It probably comes across as leading sometimes. I do not intend it to be that way. I'm just trying to get clarity. But it's all good. Okay. Gert, when Taryn relays this message to you guys, you would be thinking about both the first two statements. The barrier is weakening. I feel a connection to Riverguard. It's two separate but related statements.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And you would all know he's trying to be as efficient as possible with his response because he knows of the limitations of this spell. This cavern goes deep. He's definitely referring to the cavern below Sacred Stone.
But the come prepared is what I'm like not stoked on. I mean, I guess we're going back to Sacred Stone. It doesn't. What else? Nothing else makes sense to do now, right?
I agree.
Pretty sure at this point he wants us to go.
Yeah.
I promise I don't just want to go to like hit up my boy Renwick again.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Yeah,
it
your
makes it more
fix.
powerful, I think we're probably going to need it soon, considering what he talked about.
Fair.
And as long as your benders only last like 10 minutes for us, I don't care.
Cool, sweet, dope, awesome.
That is the perfect way to describe it.
Ender.
Oh, man.
All right. Cal, you want to hoist this butthole back into the cart?
I hoist the
By
butthole.
butthole,
back in the cart.
Yeah.
Jolly. Yes, that wasn't clear.
Okay, so you're putting Jolly back in the cart?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Still tied up, still unconscious?
Yeah.
Yep. I would have retied his feet.
Okay, sleight of hand check, please.
Yes, sir. Do all the way down to the X's. Oh, 3.
Okay.
I'm not good at tying knots.
You know it's not the greatest knot,
Uh,
but you know you have some time to shore it up if you need to.
yeah.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, I'll just leave it as it is right now. To the group. Guys, are we going to go through that narrow area again, or are we planning on just taking the just taking Jolly through?
I mean, part of me says we should take everything through, but it's such a pain in the ass.
If
It is.
if it would be easier, we could get Jolly through first. Somebody could bring him down with Renwick, and then everyone else could help get everything else across.
Okay.
Oh, wait, how? No. Also he's bigger than me, so that still wouldn't work.
Wait, how? No.
I have a dimension door now, but one, it has to be within 500 feet, and 2, the thing has to be my size or smaller, which he is not. So
He a big boy.
Yeah. Could I take any of us?
Actually,
Like-
he is the
In-
same
in
size
Dimension Door.
category.
So you-
Right.
I would
Right.
say that's close
Category,
enough.
but, like,
Yeah.
Okay, so then also like just for the future, I could probably take size category everyone but Cal.
He's still medium.
Okay,
he's
cool.
still a
All of
medium.
you are medium. Yeah.
Tight. Just checking for the future. Like,
Yeah.
hypothetically.
Yeah, we'll
you
just say
could-
that. In fact, I'll put it in the rules thing right now. Size equals size category.
Tight. Then
So
never
you
mind.
Could,
But it's 500 feet, and I think that the skinny part is a mile.
Half mile.
Oh, still more than
So
500
that's
feet.
still more than
It's 2,000 in math.
like 80 something.
Yeah.
Like 2,080 feet. And then
2,000 in
minus-
math.
That's working hours in a year. I think it's 2,640.
Go
That
ahead
sounds
and
right.
keep doing it. I'll Google this
Yeah.
and then put it in the Discord. So
There you
we
go.
don't have to-
What's Denver?
Denver's
What?
5280. It's a mile.
Yes.
Yeah. So
My house in Colorado Springs
2640.
was a 6,300
Nice.
feet
5,000
above sea level. In case that
In
wasn't
the air.
clear. Yeah. Yeah, basically, all of Colorado just floats. Like nothing, and then just like Colorado.
The city in the clouds.
Yeah, spot on.
There we go. Nope, that's the wrong order of numbers.
I could try talking to him, and maybe it would make it easier for us to have the hippogriffs float the cart over.
We can try again. Yeah.
If we want to do that
We-
again, because it seems
we
like
could
our
also-
MO.
We could also try to strap him to the back of one of the horses. Or do we think it would be?
I mean, also if he's still tied up, like one of us could take him because Claudius can handle the cart on his own,
Right.
We
and
Did we-
Claudius
did
has
we-
done it a few times already. So,
have
if
we done it completely on his own yet? Because I know the first time I flew up with Alec to help guide him. On where to
what I'm saying is, if you were on Talik with Jolly,
with Jolly on. Okay.
so like Jolly's still tied up, but you're like assisting him
Gotcha.
on
Okay.
Talik, and we get Claudius to
Pick up
lift
the
him,
horse.
fly it over. Yeah, I'm gonna.
I'd be fine with that. We just have to make sure he's completely unconscious because we don't know what he tried to do if he was hundreds of feet in the air.
That's true.
So then maybe we do want to take him time to a horse so that he's more contained. I don't know.
Sure, I'm fine with that too.
He's
Either
pretty
way.
big though. Do we know if he would even fit through the cavern? I say sarcastically.
Cause he's fat.
He a big boy.
Nice joking.
Goodness.
Oh,
I meant fat with a PH, y'all.
Hey.
Doesn't that mean cool?
hey, he dumpy thick.
Oh.
I'm so proud. It's so
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
That hurts my body.
Oh, we're having a terrible time. Anywho.
Oh my god.
Man.
We can try to flip a coin again to see if we want to go
No.
by. Okay.
Let's just tie him to the. I feel like horse is probably better so that there's no like accidental chance for him waking up in the air and then also endangering things. So we'll tie him to a horse when we get close, and then we can cart and Charon the hippogriffs.
Card and Terran.
Card and Terran.
Yeah.
My goodness. Cool.
Okay. We have a travel strategy now.
Great.
Okay.
Let's go.
Sleight of hand for tying him to a horse.
Okay. 10. I have a +5.
Noted.
Can he just accidentally fall off and just like flap the ground, and then we gotta retie him?
Get trampled.
You
Yeah.
get it so that his legs are still like tied, but his head just keeps hitting the ground because he's stuck underneath the horse.
Yeah.
He's getting
Oh,
dirt
man.
kicked into his face.
He's
before he
like
stops.
wrapped like this way over the horse, and then he like slides underneath,
Yeah.
and he's just like this way around the horse
Like
now.
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
He just
Okay.
starts like circling the horse.
So as you guys get about halfway to the point that you're sort of backtracking, but you see enough of a path that you don't need to go like all the way back up to Riverguard Keep and then straight north to get to the sort of, what do you call it, cavern that gets towards Sacred Stone Monastery. You see a reasonable path sort of along the not mountain but larger rolling hill to sort of hug the hill and go along that way and avoid the castle itself. On the way, you do see this is a different path than what you took in the first place. You see a couple of small pools of water along the way and this semi beaten path. And at one point, you do notice a rather intricate stone structure. Not like a full-on building, definitely not to the scale of like Sacred Stone Monastery, more of like a small altar in the distance. As you get within eyeshot, everybody make a perception check, please. Oh, which one count? Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
rip.
Oh, look how bright it is.
Every time, like the blank shows up and it's like, is it a 1 or a 20? Oh, there it is. There's Gert.
Gert got the 20.
You saved us.
Thank you, Gert.
One,
you
2,
for
3,
paying
4, 5.
attention.
Okay. Jesus, 8 is the next best.
My goodness.
Yikes. Okay, Gert. 20. F. Okay.
Here's the piece of paper.
You see that? Yeah, here's everything. So you see this sort of like stone structure off in the distance in a break between the very few trees that there are in the first place and accompanied by a small pool of water. But there's like a point that you pass through. Like the next step feels like you're light on your feet. And well, everybody feels that. Gert, you notice like a couple steps later, it almost feels weightless. And you even notice a couple of particles of dust and maybe even a small pebble or two sort of floating upward in the air around you.
That's it? That's all I got? Okay.
Yep.
You see Ray training with Luke doing cool Jedi shit. Lifting the pebbles.
Good
Is there an
gracious.
X-wing anywhere around?
Yeah.
Try to lift.
And porgs. Porgs everywhere.
Fun fact, those only exist because there were so many of them, they literally could not CGI them out of the shots. So they
Yeah,
just
actual
made them
puffins.
canon.
They just-
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my
Amazing.
goodness.
Got a porg right here.
Hey. And it was a
that
good
the only
choice.
Part about,
Mhm.
that was the only good part about movie 7. Or 8, not 7.
Alright. Are you guys feeling this?
I mean, I always feel weightless, but this is new, and this is not me.
True.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is weird.
How far in the distance is the altar?
Couple 100 feet tops.
So like I could easily just walk over and see what's up.
Oh yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna walk over and see what's up.
Okay. As you approach this structure, you'd notice a few things. I'm gonna keep that 22 because it's too good. Is anybody else going with her?
If it looks like an altar, I would also probably go.
It definitely looks like a classic altar, like stone slab, couple of pillars, sort of thing from a distance.
Then yeah, I would also accompany Gert.
Okay. So as you guys get closer, Gert, you'd notice on the ground, just a few feet away from, how do we want to describe this? A flat slab of stone, like in real life desk sort of thing. Like sitting atop another like large rock, as if to be some sort of like, it could be placement of valuables, it could be performance of a ritual, it could be candles, like a sort of like dedication. What do you call that?
I mean, like an altar?
Fine.
Like an altar, yeah, but we'll just leave it at that. Like an altar, like a flat
This
stone slab.
altar is made out of altar.
This dungeon is made of dungeon. I fucking love that meme. So there's this stone slab that spans about 15 feet total wide. It's pretty deep as well, maybe 5 plus feet. And on either corner facing away from you is a tall pillar emanating from the ground with like really intricate stone carvings. They're made of stone and they've got carvings all around in symbols that you can definitely tell are like a mix of languages. Some of which you can understand, some of which you can definitely not. Taryn, same for you. And as you approach the altar, you notice, Gert, you would notice 2 black marks on the ground in front of the altars in exact symmetrical placement relative to the pillars. Taryn, as you accompany her toward this altar, you see a stone slab, 2 pillars, and 2 black marks on the ground.
Okay. First, I would go over and try to read the languages. Do I notice the intricate engravings, or do I just see the stone?
You are welcome to make an investigation check to try and glean more. Original perception tells you there's a bunch of runes on these pillars.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Then yeah, I would like to. I was just gonna say I'd like to investigate the runes.
Okay. Gert, anything for you?
So when you say black marks, I am imagining like burned footprints. Is that
Picture.
what I should be imagining?
From a distance, they no, not footprints. What am I trying to say?
They like burn
Almost like
marks?
piles of dirt. Like black dirt.
Like black
Oh,
earth.
so like ashes.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, so like ashes. So hey, let's not get super close
As I'm already
and
notes,
Indiana
like, notes
Jones
that-
ourselves. Just saying. So like, just don't go past that pile of ash.
Now, what that is, I thought it was just dirt.
So Taryn, you're checking out these symbols
Yeah, I
from
got
your
a 5.
distance, right? Okay. You can definitely see that they like, some of them look like glyphs. I shouldn't have said runes. I'm gonna retract that. Not like magical runes implying trap.
Just
Um,
symbols.
Symbols, yes, glyphs. And Taryn, you can tell that some of them are in a... What's that called? Like a symbolically based language, like Mandarin.
Like an
What's that
encryption?
called?
Or like
Not
a
an
character
encryption.
like a character-based language.
Yeah, like it's symbol-based language. God damn it! I had the description. Anywho, symbols, glyphs representing phrases. Okay. Some of them, Taryn, you would be able to tell are in Infernal.
Okay.
Gert, you would be able to tell none of them are in Common with your 22 perception. Okay. Some of them are in Celestial, which I believe both of you can see.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. And there are some that both of you do not recognize. Cal, you would, even with your 1.
Right.
Really?
You'd recognize a
Yeah.
symbol here and there as like, oh, that's Draconic. Hard to tell what. But there's a whole mix of symbolically defined glyphs on these pillars.
With that 22, can I see what, like, can I understand what any of those, the celestial glyphs mean? Or am I gonna have to
Life.
roll another one?
Ooh.
The celestial ones specifically mean life.
What does the infernal one say?
You would need an additional investigation check of 10 or better to be able to tell.
Come on. What happened to my raw intelligence, Karen? you're really mad.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You did the dang thing.
Yeah.
Death.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And there are none in Abyssal. Just want to cover bases.
Hang on.
Like, are there other languages we need to know about? Because
And, like, I just want to make sure I'm getting all the use out of my 3 extra languages.
right.
What was I looking for?
I had a list once of all the things we all
Wait.
spoke, but it's on a different notebook.
Oh heck.
Oh no, it's a speaking thing. Okay.
Oh, we hoping it was comprehend.
Is
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's just yeah. Dang it.
Yeah, I don't think we would see anything. That's a problem.
Oh yeah, it's all about hearing. Okay.
Do you understand Abyssal?
Ooh.
I do. I know Abyssal, Infernal, and Celestial.
Okay. And
Dang,
what did you
those are off.
roll?
An 11 to read.
Okay. You understand a symbol to mean conquer. In Abyssal.
Okay. Gerd,
Mm-hmm.
the Infernal and Abyssal characters on there read Conquer and Death.
Which one was Conquer and which one was Death?
Conquer was the Abyssal, Infernal was Death.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I mean, you know what the celestial is Cal near us?
Yes.
Cool.
Well, I don't think he said he was approaching the altar, right? Are
Yeah,
you
we're
hanging back?
the 3 of us are still back. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're just kind of a little bit ahead.
Is Cal the only one who speaks a different language?
I mean, I speak Primordial, but
I don't think any of mine
I
apply.
mean,
yeah.
we
Same.
could try. We could try.
I mean, well, and that's what, like, I didn't know, like, now that we have seen that there are
Sure.
a bunch of languages, I think I'm just gonna call everybody over and say,
Okay.
hey guys, come here, let me know what you can see.
Okay.
All right. I walk over.
Same.
Okay. Whirl, you would notice one particular symbol
Mm-hmm.
that you understand represents, loosely translates to, in common, manifest.
That's cool.
In what language again?
Primordial.
Primordial. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Cal, do you approach or are you staying back? And is.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I bet you, Cal.
Yeah, I'll walk up a little bit.
What languages are you able to read?
Other than common, Elvish, Thieves' Cant, and Undercommon.
Okay. None of these symbols make any sense to you.
Okay.
Cal, what were yours?
Common Draconic.
The symbol you see in Draconic represents the common word master. And Cal, I'll need you to make a Constitution save.
Oh no.
But for what?
Can I play counter charm? It's not Constitution. Fuck. Never mind.
Yeah.
It is a Constitution save.
It's about,
I mean,
it's
so
against
counter-
being charmed.
Counter frightened or charmed. All it would do is any friendlies would gain advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed. I can perform it until my next turn. That's literally all it says.
It would be a surprise, so I would
Fair,
say
it's worth
no,
a
you
shot.
can't do that. Yeah.
I'm fucking waiting to use it. I have no idea how.
And yeah, this doesn't apply to that. Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
He has
16.
another friend.
Okay. You feel a familiar mental pull, but you're able to catch it in time that you have a choice. You can let it tap into you and gain insight into what information it might offer, or you can control and block it.
I've already established this is as part of Cal's character, so kind of seemingly out of nowhere, everybody else is going to see Cal like grab his head and kind of strain a little bit and just shout, "No! No more! No!" And we'll fight it off.
Okay. You block a mental sort of probe. I don't know how better to describe that. But you gain a very strong, very confident sense of being in control of your mind in this moment. At the same moment, a wisp of wind catches the two black spots on the ground, and they swirl up into the air, catching the black dust. And they take the forms of two ghosts. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh no.
We're gonna take a quick break.
Okay.
So we can do bathroom stuff and shit
Yeah.
before this, and then we'll
Sure.
describe everything else that happens. It's a lot. I'll be right back.
Um,
All right, we got the new music going.
Just kidding. They
We're
don't
in a fight.
exist anymore.
So a bunch of stuff
Here we go.
happens at once. The last thing I described to you guys was that these piles of it's ash. Like some of you were like, "Oh, it's black dirt." It's ash.
Right.
Swirled up into these ghostly incorporeal figures in front of this altar. As you guys are noticing several glyphs of several different languages with individual words sort of strewn across the pillars. Gert, you would notice something sort of at the same time that these swirls sort of manifest themselves. A small glass vial burst on the altar.
Oh shit.
Okay. You'd also notice a pair of parchment scrolls, not rolled up. I say scroll, not like individual pieces of parchment. We'll say that.
Yeah.
Residing on sort of the center of the altar, and the two pillars. All of you would notice this sort of burst with this small spurt of fire straight toward the sky. At the same moment that these piles of ash sort of swirl up into this figure.
I can't believe
Oh.
you played as Ash.
Not my dad.
Spoopy.
I
Um,
like the scopes. This is cool.
I love running these in my game.
So spoopy.
At that moment when like initiative is resolved, which we're gonna do in a second, all of you would hear these like whispers in the back of your heads, and there's no attempt at like mind control or anything. It's almost like telepathic communication. Excuse me. That you hear two totally alien voices saying, "Manifest death," in a language
don't
you can
think I will.
understand.
Shit.
What was that, Taryn?
I said no, I don't think I will.
Good.
Um,
Thanks.
okay, so in initiative, did I mess up my thing here? I think I did. Nope, I did not. Okay, what did we roll?
I'm going last.
I
Taryn.
got a 23.
Taryn was a 3, was a 23.
I was also a 23, but my dex is slightly less than Iz, so Iz goes first.
Okay, that works. Gert is a 17, and Cal is a 21. Okay.
My new thing is that I get an advantage on initiative rolls, so that's why
That's
you're
so
gonna start
cool.
seeing.
Oh wow!
Nice.
Now I can give
Interesting.
my thing to other people, and 2 people can have initiative on it.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
Advantage on initiative.
So, Gert, there's one more element I'm going to give you with your. I kind of tend to go in between. It's a little bit ebb and flow with the nat 20 on a skill check thing. But it fits the narrative, so I'm going to give you this one. This structure does not belong here. Like, something is off.
Yeah.
It's compared to the landscape, it is way too new, and it is so intricate that like there has to be other disturbance around this area in order for this to be here, from like people building it or taking time to put it up or bring the materials in. It's in the middle of fucking nowhere on this nothing path with nothing around it. Like, what's going on here? It's totally out of place. Okay. And with that, it's going to be Iz's turn. These things are definitely coming at you.
Okay. I think at first, anyone looking at Iz will see that she kind of gains a sense of composure that you haven't really seen when she's in battle. So she just kind of slink down, step 5 feet back, and just shoot at the first one with her light crossbow.
Okay.
See if it hits.
Oh,
whoa,
crit
it-
something.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll take a 26.
Oh,
to hit.
damn.
Cool. I will do the clicking of the damage.
Good.
And this is crossbow, right?
Yes.
I'm also within 5 feet.
Yeah.
So sneak attack. I will do
Sneakity-sneak.
that as well. Where's my snook luck?
So you take a quick step back, get your composure in a split second, and take a surefire shot. It does nothing.
Ooh.
Yeah, because he's Ash.
No, she's Ash.
I was gonna
I'm
say
gonna
that.
I'm gonna keep making
Da,
jokes.
da, da. You beat me to
The-
it, but only
the
because I was
bolt-
opening a beer.
The bolt, you
gotta
swear
jump on
you
it.
hit like square in the forehead, right between the eyes. It goes right through.
Okay, this is fine. This is fine. She'll take another 5 feet back and say, just what I thought. And as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Hex on this one.
Oh yeah. It's no, it's no damage yet because that's only when
Yeah.
you hit, right?
Okay.
But
Right.
I think it's an auto, like marked, almost in Hunter's mark thing, right?
Here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that's such a long box of
That's
text.
fine.
That is a wall. Okay.
There's a curse on a creature you can see within range upon the spell ends.
Pick an
or until the spell
ability.
ends. Yeah. You deal an extra 1d6 whenever you hit it with an attack. Also choose an ability when you cast this. I don't understand what that means.
So if somebody were to like try to tackle it or
Oh.
grab it or
Wisdom seems to be a big
Wisdom
one with
save it.
spells.
it's not
Yeah.
saves, it's skill checks, so that's an important distinction.
Good to
Oh,
know.
really? It's not like the ability in general.
Right. I'm having trouble coming up with examples, but it
Sure,
is important to you can pick whatever you want, and I might even say down the line like you could pick something different if you want to, but
Okay.
an ability check that you would force it to have disadvantage on from this point forward as
Okay.
long as you have the spell up.
Okay. I mean, I think wisdom really is a general good idea for that.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Awesome. So he's marked and Iz knows it.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else for you?
Nope.
All right.
Let's see. 5, 10. That was my movement.
Okay.
Hey, Whirl.
Whirl, you're up.
Cool. I'm thinking because I have some things that do like psychic damage, but I don't believe they can handle that, or they can take psychic damage. I'm going to instead pick both of these guys and cast Bane. Yeah, casting Bane. Oh, I think I need to get a little bit closer. Let me check.
I think you're good.
35. I need to be within 30 to
Oh,
get both
okay.
of them.
Okay.
So I'll come over.
Yeah, sorry,
like
the grids
here.
are a little off.
You're good. That's within 30.
Yeah.
And I'll cast Bane on both of them, which is a charisma save of 14. So they have to make a charisma save of 14.
Okay. There's a. Why is that? Oh, that's why. Okay, token. We've been saying token, right?
Correct.
Okay. So that is a 20 and a 7.
Cool. So that whichever one is the 7 has also now been baned.
Okay. We're gonna say
You can pick.
blip for a Bane symbol.
Hey,
This one is
and then
hexed. This
that one is baned.
baned.
Cool. And
Yeah.
I am then going to use the rest of my movement because I moved like 10 to back up a little bit.
Even
like,
in death, he looks like he's in
4,
so much pain.
5, 6, like over here. And as I run by Iz, I'll be like, "Hey, I believe in you," and I'll wink and I'll give you bardic inspiration.
Nice.
Hey.
Yeah. Jam down.
7d6 10 now?
It's an 8. It's still an 8.
I
It's
was
a
trying
10
to
when I
think of it.
hit level 10, maybe? I don't remember.
That makes sense. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
It's a D8. Plus, new thing, which started at level 6, I now have Unfailing Inspiration, which means if you guys use it and the roll still fails, you keep the die.
Oh.
Yeah. Motherfuckers.
Okay. Okay.
It's-
Bard on fleek. All
Yeah.
right.
Thanks, College of Eloquence. Alright, and that's my turn.
Bullets that ever did anything for me.
Right?
Okay. Gert, you definitely noticed that a glass vial shattered at the moment that these ghosts sort of swirled out of the dirt. At this point, you would notice a small beam of light shoot. All of you would notice a small beam of light shoot upward from the center of the altar straight toward the sky, but only after a couple dozen feet would break as if it hit something and spread out in a dome of white, purple, blue energy and almost instantly smash into the ground around you.
Well, I know what I'm doing next turn.
Oh, no,
This
we're in
is a
Zack Snyder
familiar
movie.
sight.
Shit.
Cal, it is your turn.
How far back does the Thunderdome go?
For the sake of keeping this as easy as possible, I'm gonna say in the line of sight of the current map.
Beautiful.
But I obviously know that the north section is short compared to the rest, so if you're trying to get away in the northern direction, we can try to theater of the mind it to make it make sense.
Right, I've got like a lash in my eye, so I'm also fighting that.
Oh.
But
Oh,
I don't think I can do very much. Yeah, there's. Don't have magic fingers or anything, so what I'm going to do. Can I think I should be able to still get them both if I move up, and I want to make sure I'm measuring this right because I kind of have a two-parter thing with my movement. So that's about half my movement. I'm going to run up next to Taryn here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take a deep breath in and exhale my breath weapon.
Yeah!
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is the first time you've done that, isn't it?
It's like the second.
Yeah.
Like it was like one,
Like one other time.
way back.
Oh, man. Okay.
Can't do it that much, so I don't bring it out that much.
Fair,
But,
fair. I've been waiting for it, though.
So
Look at
that
Orin.
is.
Very good.
So we'll see if that works. It is a dex save.
Usurda, bitch! Dex save. Okay. We're gonna go right to left. Roll twice. A 6 and a 17.
6 fails, 17 saves.
Okay.
So, it's going to be half on a successful thing. So one gets full damage, one gets half damage. Just as
Big
an
money, no
FYI.
whammies.
Just to make sure, you hexed this one, right?
Correct.
What was this one?
That one's Bane,
Bane.
which is to subtract a
Bane.
d4 from any saves or attack rolls.
Okay, so dex save that was the 17.
Yeah.
Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good.
Ooh, that's
Does
14.
a 14
14.
fail?
No, that's the save is 13. So.
Oh, okay. So it's still
That was
safe.
solid. That was close.
Yeah.
That was really close though.
So
It's the
it's
best
an
of
el-
Bane's ever done for me.
Yeah, 11 full damage on the one, and
Okay.
I guess 5 or 6, however you're doing that, on the other one.
We roll up on our side. I put it in the chat. Like
You roll
2
in
weeks ago.
favor of the players. Yep. So we'll do. Okay.
If that even works.
It does. It definitely
Good.
does.
What
Tight.
kind of damage is that?
It's acid,
Acid?
damage.
Acid.
Yeah.
Acid.
It's also magical,
It
which
is
a lot of
magical
times there's
acid.
like magical v non-magical creatures.
Yeah, and like abilities like a dragon breath are kind of up for debate all the time.
That's right.
In this case, as far as dealing damage, they are in my games magical.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dragons are pretty magical.
But okay, so you can tell that with the wraith in the back, I just gave it away. Wraith in the back, it is less effective than you would expect, but still definitely hits it.
Okay. I'll run up, puke on him, and then
Beautiful.
like here, please. So I'm gonna run past again with the rest of my movement, and that'll do it.
Okay. Gert, it is your turn.
All right. I am gonna try casting Sacred Flame
Yeah.
on. Oh boy. This one. Oh, sorry. Got the wrong one. This guy. On Mr. Bane.
Okay.
Mr. Bane.
So, yeah. So that is a 13 dex save.
And we
Minus
subtract a
a
D4.
D8.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Minus
D8 or
minus a
D4?
D4. It's a 4. Bane's only 4.
yeah.
Dex save. Minus a D4.
Big money, no whammies.
Big fail.
Whoa.
So 3? Oh no, I just saw that.
Yeah.
So it's 3 radiant damage, right?
Yep. Oh wait, he failed.
Yeah. he
Sorry, that
failed
was a
to
good
be-
thing. I thought you were saying like,
The spell wasn't
But you failed. No, you were good.
yeah, my
Right.
brain is almost here.
It's a Friday. It's almost-
Okay, so you
Yeah.
actually realize like you had a hard time finishing the casting of the spell in your hurry, but it is actually more effective than you expect.
Cool. So I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Spirit Shroud.
What is that?
Are you kidding me?
Necromancy.
Super cool. Come
So
on.
sick.
That's a lot of damage types. Wait a minute.
So
You just pick one?
I think you get them all
you
together.
call forth spirits of the dead, which flint around you. For the spell's duration, the spirits are intangible and invulnerable. Until the end, any attack you make deals 1d8 extra when you hit a creature within 10 feet of you. Oh, they're not 10 feet.
I mean,
Well, you
diagonally,
al-
that one
You
is.
did also cast this second.
This one's 10.
Oh yeah.
The first one is a cantrip. I don't know what the action.
Yeah.
is, though.
The first one's a cantrip. So this is
Yeah.
my bonus action.
Yep, that works.
Wait, I thought that you could only cast bonus actions as bonus actions.
What?
The first
This is my
spell was
bonus
an
action.
action cantrip. This spell is a
Right.
bonus action. Doesn't
Right,
matter.
but like, so the spell itself is a bonus action spell?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was confused by. Because
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, Yeah. Okay. Say.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So this is active. You're concentrating on it.
Uh-huh.
It lasts 10 rounds.
Uh-huh.
I should write that down.
Any attack
Oh.
you make deals extra damage.
Mm-hmm.
So to answer your question, Whirl, it is you get to choose any of the damages, not all together.
That wasn't my question.
Oh, also,
I thought somebody asked that.
also too,
Oh, that was me.
any creature of my choice that I can see that starts its turn within 10 feet of me has speed reduced by 10 feet.
Right.
Nice.
So,
I'm going to give you a 10-foot aura so we can easily
Great.
see that.
perfect.
Going
Which
to make
is-
it that.
Just barely touches him.
Yep.
Great.
Okay. That was action, bonus action. Anything else for you?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna move. Let's see. Where can I move?
If you move closer to / between them, you can get both of them on the start of their turns.
That's the idea.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna move. Boop.
You give both of them a big old hug.
Big old middle finger. Which in Gert's case is just a grumpy face.
Yes. I'll try to remember to be better about
Swearing more?
well
Also that.
I was gonna say about actively saying out of character. Because I think that's more the issue than anything. It's not that Gert's cursing. Well, sometimes she is. But it's more that Sam is cursing.
It's fair.
All right. Anything else for you?
Yeah. Nope.
Plopping down right there. Okay. At this point, an energy crackles between the two pillars behind the altar.
Mm-hmm.
And you see it takes the color brown, and then yellow, and then red, and then blue. And in between the altars, you hear this.
No, thank you.
The eye appears.
What? The whole
Whoa.
thing or just the eye?
The eye.
Oh,
Like just
just the eye.
just like the
The little one.
thing with the
Not
pupil.
Right,
Yeah.
but not the whole situation.
The eye
not
that you
all
were
the
supposed to see.
Sure. The eye.
But there's this crackling of energy. It takes all four colors and then shoot, poof. And the whole eye
Grab
appears.
the board.
Yup.
I literally wrote all the colors down. We're gonna go. Let's go.
Roy G. Biv.
I'm stuck to the board. My headphones. It fell off.
Oh
Went in.
yeah.
I finally see you.
And I'm going to need Gert to make a wisdom save.
No. Oh. Okay, come on, buddy. Like,
Big money, no whammies.
I got
You got
a
it.
+5 on that. That's a 12.
You are frightened of the eye.
Balls. Which means I lose concentration, right?
Nope. You,
Oh, okay.
you are able to maintain concentration, but you are not able to move toward
You
this
only move
spot.
away.
Okay.
I believe that's it. Yeah, that's it. So you're just not able to move toward the spot between the two altars. I'll do like a
Sure.
fucking red line. That's the eye.
Spooky.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh man.
Stupid.
All right.
Your eye is a lot, like talking, like insulting the eyes.
These
Oh,
guys get to go, and they move toward Gert and Terran. And they're both going to take this sort of swipe at you guys in the air before they even get to right next to you.
Hit me.
Against
roll the
Gert,
damage?
we have a 19, and against Terran, we have a 16.
That
It's gonna
yes,
hit.
I do believe that that one hit.
Okay. Gert, that is 18 necrotic damage.
I have a defense against necrotic.
Okay. Resistance?
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Yes, I have resistance against necrotic
Okay,
damage.
so it's half. And you must
Okay.
make a Constitution save. Terran, it's 15 necrotic damage, and again, a Constitution save.
Yep.
That's a 15.
15 necrotic and wisdom. No, on.
All right.
Oh, I also failed.
Terran, how much damage did I just tell you and I'm failing to remember?
15.
15.
My con save was a 12.
Okay. Terran. Gert, you feel that there is an intentional pull of life force against you, but you're able to steel yourself against it. You just take the damage.
Okay.
Halved because of your resistance.
Mhm.
Terran, you are caught off guard by this very same pull of life essence. Your maximum HP is reduced by the amount of damage you took.
Yep.
What was that number, by the way? Because I wasn't paying attention because I was reading my spells.
13?
So I'm basically at half of my normal.
Cool. Cool.
What
How do I
Alright.
do this in fucking... Is it... I'm assuming it's the same. Wow. Ouch. Big ouchies.
And with that, Terran, it's your turn.
Yeah, I didn't get to do this first, but I would have used my reaction to, also vomit on this one.
You can do that.
With my hellish
Sick
review.
bomb.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Yep.
I would like a dex save from the one standing next to me, please.
Okay. Is that one at, this one is hexed. Okay.
It's the hex one. And it's a saving throw, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 10.
Where is my... 10 is going to fail, I know that, but I can't find the actual spell.
Hellish Rebuke?
Man. Yeah, it's hellish rebuke. I think it's an amount of defense. I think it's 2. There it is, hellish rebuke. Boop. Only 8, but it's a fire damage.
Okay.
And then for my actual turn, I am going to use my bonus action to say flash and equip my shield.
Ooh, yeah.
Boom, right there. And then I'm gonna use my action.
Guiding bolt.
I know, I was thinking, you know what? I'm very, very mad. I'm super, super duper mad. So I'm gonna go ahead and use a guiding bolt at.
Like, I probably would have shouted that in character.
I know.
I'll be honest.
Yeah, at second level, I'm gonna guiding bolt.
Ooh.
One in
Yes.
front of me.
Yes.
And I know I'm going to take an opportunity attack, but I want to step away the fight. I want to.
Okay, so Guiding Bolt, that's a ranged attack, right?
Yep.
It is at disadvantage.
That's why I said I wanted to step away. I forgot to move my token first.
Oh, okay. So you're going to take the opportunity attack.
Yep.
And then cast it. Okay.
Yep.
So
So I might
need
not
to
cast
do this. Oh my god. It is a 25 to hit you.
That's
Fuck.
definitely hitting.
Yikes.
Make a
Do
con
it.
save.
Oh
Do it.
no.
I know it's coming.
Oh honey.
Oh!
Natural
hell
20.
yeah.
Oh.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding
Nice.
Knowing what happens if I would have failed that con save, like,
Right?
Yup.
Feels weird.
Okay, so you're gonna take 15 necrotic damage,
I'm still up. I'm still up.
me? Ed,
Oh
but
my
you
God.
manage to steel yourself against the life-draining essence of this claw against you as you draw away. If it's not clear by now, these things intend to fully kill you.
hey,
As I run away, I just like scream at the top of my lungs because of how much it hurts, and fire big ol' laser beams from my purple eyes.
Nice. And that is this one for you said 18 radiant.
It's a 17 to hit with 18 radiant damage.
Okay.
That's amazing.
On the hex.
Okay. This thing is like thrashing in the air at you, and with that hellish rebuke, you can tell you like fully stop it in its tracks, even if only for a moment. You definitely hurt it a lot.
Okay.
Okay.
That's gonna be my turn.
All right, it's your turn. This one that
Man.
you've hexed is very hurt,
Okay.
but it should be obvious by now that both of these things are extremely dangerous.
yeah.
Right. Okay. I think I'm gonna stay where I am. And Iz is just gonna kind of like whip her arm up in the air, and as she does that, a giant bell summons behind her, and she just kind of swings her arm down, and as that happens, it gongs with a very loud gong sound. I am attempting to
Sick.
cast Toll the Dead.
Yeah!
Nice.
That is one of my favorites now. Like, it has
So
become
good.
one of my favorites.
We got 3
That's sick.
Toll the Deads now.
Is it only against this one or this one or both?
I think it's targeted, so yeah, it's the
Right,
one
because
that's
the hex.
Yep.
Yes.
The one
One
that's
of them
hexed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And but it's a save, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
11.
Oh, then it fails.
Okay.
Hey!
Cool. And then it takes 12 necrotic damage.
It was this one?
The hexed one, this guy.
The hex one. Okay.
Jeez.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Does that mean the hex applies to this?
It does not.
Okay, because that's like with a physical attack, right?
So hex is funny.
It's weird.
It's only skill checks. It has disadvantage on the skill that you chose.
But
Does
it
not
also
apply to
has,
saves.
You
Well, it
do
doesn't
extra
think-
damage.
yeah, you
Right.
deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to the target whenever you hit it
Oh.
with an attack.
Yes. So you do
So this
roll an extra
qualifies?
d6 for the damage. Yes.
Okay.
When you hit with
Okay.
anything, yes.
Okay.
Also, additionally, if you super want to kill this guy, you can use that bardic as additional hit points against
really?
it. It's called Magical Inspiration. Given, let me find it. I have it actually on the internet better.
You just do the damage in that like bardic inspiration die in base.
Yeah, if a creature has a Bardic Inspiration
Oh.
die and casts a spell that restores hit points or deals damage, it has to be a spell, which yours is. The creature can roll that die and choose the target affected in the spell and add the number. So it's
That's
you can
really
use it as an
cool.
additional D8 to damage.
Okay. So
Forgot about that.
okay. I like that. That's very good.
It doesn't say
Um,
type of damage. It just says damage.
Damage.
Just
Okay.
free money, I guess. It doesn't say.
It's free real estate.
Yeah.
So here's the d6 for the hex.
Okay.
Extra 3 necrotic damage, and then the d8 for the bardic. A 1. Yeah,
Boom.
it's a number.
Just like I like it.
So is a total of 16?
Yes.
Okay. You can tell, you can see a small burst of this blackish purple energy. It kind of looks familiar as you blast this thing with this sort of nondescript point of origin spell. Like almost an orb of this energy surrounds it, and you can tell that it definitely takes a hit. But it's not quite enough to finish it off.
Okay. All right, and I am standing my ground. That's my turn.
Oops. Okay. World, you are up.
I have two thoughts. I could either position myself roughly 30 feet away from our two farthest away compatriots, being Gert and Taryn, and cast Counter Charm, which is me basically playing a song for a minute, or I think until my next turn, that gives everybody advantage on saves against being frightened and charmed. Or I can try and dispel the eye. Those are my two thoughts. Just putting that out into the world because we can't talk to each other because we're fighting right now. Actually, no, I'm just gonna yell real quick. Do I dispel or do I save you guys?
Spell.
Dispel?
Yes.
Okay.
But
He scares
Darren's
me.
in too much pain to respond.
Right. So do I dispel the eye or do I try and help unfrighten people?
If you get rid of the eye, I won't be scared anymore.
That's actually a very valid point. That I had not thought
That's
about.
where I'm going to draw the line at the talking.
There.
Sorry about it.
That I'm going to cast Dispel Magic at this. Can I tell what the source is? Is it like the vial area?
Not without using your action.
Cool. Then. So if I cast, like, my thoughts were to cast it on the vial / where the light was pinging out of. If that's the wrong area, do I burn the spell?
Yeah.
Cool. Then fuck that noise. I am going to instead position myself to make sure nobody gets frightened again. I've already done the math. If I stand immediately right here, I am 30 feet from both of you. Boop. So, counter charm. I will ping it, even though it's not really technically a spell. It's just a feature.
It doesn't classified as a spell. So.
All right, I'll ping it. Oh, that's Font of Inspiration. That's not what I want. Counter charm. There we go. I'm just going to sing at dumb intervals for the next 6 seconds, and everybody gets advantage on being frightened.
cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, for a whole turn.
All right, Cal, you're up.
I have nothing, so I'm gonna. This is so frustrating.
I will. In all fairness, you do have something. Why do you think you have nothing?
I am a physical attack person, and a physical attack did not work.
Thunderpoke.
Thunderpoke does do
Yeah.
spell.
You have a magical weapon.
Would I know that?
Yes. And if you don't, it's because I did not describe well enough what it actually does. So let me go back.
I guess my clarifying question is, would Cal know
Yes.
that magic items or magic weapons would be different compared to this?
You've been a general for how long?
Yes, you would know that. So I'm going back in our one-on-one messages. Yes, you know it has the magical property, so it does have magical +1 to hit, magical +1 to damage. That is a property that makes it better than straight up physical, even if you don't use the additional Thunderwave property.
Still, it's better than.
Has Cal
Normal
seen
weapon.
these creatures before?
I'm gonna leave that to chance. Let's roll a d20. 10 or lower, no. 11 or higher, yes.
Okay.
Just straight up d20. Okay, you have not
Straight.
seen these before.
Straight on the fault line. Yeah.
Right.
So, given that Cal has not encountered these before, and given that he has seen a physical thing move through these creatures, Cal can make an assumption that his physical attacks will not work. So,
Okay.
it's very much not much at all. But before I go, I'm gonna sort of like anger run away
Alright,
Stop. as I jump into a rage.
Okay.
Stay within 30 feet of me.
That's a 10 foot. I mean, yeah, I think he's got that saved. Yeah. So both, who's that? Both Terran and is that
Yeah.
will gain 3 temporary hit points.
I'm back up
Big.
to 5.
That's important. That's
And you.
very important.
It includes yourself.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
All I do is honest work. I totally understand.
Go back to every time you've been stealing from Keeps.
I have been finding from Keeps. I'm also the only person who has actively made true, actual, honest work money. So
This is fair.
yeah,
Absolutely.
you get a job and then we'll talk about it.
Is that right? Okay, 20 feet. It's just out of reach, but before I make my other move next time around, I'm going to move my movement to come down here. And that's gonna be it.
Okay. Gert, you're up.
Do I have to do anything to not be scared?
Good question.
Whatever it is, you get advantage.
At the end of your
Ding,
turn.
ding, ding. Okay,
Okay.
still get advantage.
So, I'm gonna go with Sacred Flame again. On, same guy.
That one?
Yeah.
Yep. So that's a Dex save.
And that one's still baned, so we subtract a d4
Yep.
from his.
Yeah, you don't need that D4. Super fail.
Yes. All
Give it
right.
down.
Big money, no whammies, folks. Come on.
Nice.
Plus, oh
Why?
good. Plus,
Whoa.
plus.
Yes.
Plus.
Spirit Shroud. That's
Oh yeah.
every
yeah.
time, right?
Extra damage. Yep.
Does Spirit Shroud do it every time?
I
Yeah,
believe
think
so.
so.
Until the spell
Any
ends and you
attack-
make
Yep.
extra
Any
D8
attack you
damage.
make adds 1d8.
Yeah, get it.
Cold
Big win the
damage.
whammies.
Second.
I mean, if you pick necrotic, it's 8, but if you pick radiant, it's 6.
I mean,
Whoa.
I think you pick one of the 3. I don't think you get all of them.
It's just a D8. So
It's
Yeah.
only one of the 3.
okay.
Oh yeah, you have to pick it when you cast the spell. So it has to
Okay.
be the same every time. Which one did you pick?
Radiant.
Okay.
that's honest.
Fair.
I
Yeah,
like this.
that's
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah. Okay. That sacred flame seems to have an extra potent effect as a bright white light emanates from the chest of this thing as you just blast it with this holy energy. It's still there, but it's definitely hurting.
Oh
Tight.
man.
This is a good point to take one more quick break, if that's cool with you guys,
Yeah.
and we'll round this out. Okay, we'll be right back.
Oh yeah. What do I do to not be scared?
Oh yeah, you have to make a
Wisdom save, I believe.
That sounds right.
wisdom save.
All right. Come on, wisdom.
With advantage.
Hey,
I
there
don't
you
think
go.
I need it.
You are no longer frightened of the eye.
Cool.
Well, just in case, because it could be a 20, it's not going to be, but it could be.
You could crit on the save.
Nope.
Aw.
Made me feel like I did something important.
Okay. Cal and Gert, you need to make a
balls.
dex save, please.
All right.
Is this something I can see?
Yes.
Nice!
Ooh.
Beautiful deck save.
Awesome.
This is great.
Another beautiful
20.
deck save.
Nice.
Okay.
Well done.
Okay. The eye in the center of the two pillars with this multicolored energy sort of like electrifying between it blinks. And this burst of blue energy emanates from it. You can all see that on the map, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. This burst
God.
of blue
There's
energy.
so many auras and like
I know.
Right? And circles and shit.
I love it. I love it so much.
And
Laughs in area of effect spells.
yeah, yeah. So throughout that cone, you would all see a slew of daggers of ice just fly out of the pupil of this eyeball. So you saved. You're going to take half of the 15 piercing damage that happened, plus
Probably cold damage too.
2 of the cold damage that occurs as each dagger explodes on anything it touches.
Does
And
that
all of you
include
would
the bad guy that got banged.
The odd thing about this is at the moment of impact of all of this at the same time, all of it freezes in place.
Ooh.
So there's this static field in this area now of icicles, basically, emanating outward from the moment that the eye blinked in this area.
Shit.
Now, the two ghostly figures are going to make their moves. Gert, this one is going to float right through you in a
Gross.
black misty form and go toward Cal. And the other one's going to go toward Taryn. And they will take a swipe at each of you. Roll twice. The first one is for Taryn. The second one is for Cal. Crit fail on Taryn. 12 against Cal.
Do I get an opportunity attack?
You do not. It changes into a ghostly form and floats right through you. Yeah.
Creepy.
12 against Cal. Anything?
That misses.
Okay. So you can both tell that you can feel this sort of cold energy, almost like a breeze, a bitter cold breeze, go through your cheeks and chest as they both take a swipe at you, but they do not connect. Taryn, it's your turn.
Oh,
believe in you.
Okay, my thing isn't gonna work anymore. So I am going to. What do I want to do? Yeah, we're gonna copy Gert and cast Sacred Flame on the one in front of me.
Okay. And that's the one that's
so
hexed, right?
The one that is hexed, yes.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon over here. That's a ruler, not a ping. Over here to help Cal flank. I don't know if he's gonna use it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So yeah, that'll be a dex save from the hex wall.
Okay. Dex, save, roll once. 16.
That's gonna pass.
Okay. So nothing, right?
Nothing, because it's a cantrip. Yep.
Okay.
That's all I can do, and he's gonna. My spiritual weapon's gonna attack the one on Cal, so we'll roll it for that one. Second level. Spiritual weapon. Oop. 13 to hit. Oh wait, at advantage for this flanking. I forgot about that.
Yes.
Oh, 13 to hit. Yeah.
Okay. It does hit.
Oh, awesome. That's 8 force damage.
Against this one, right?
Yep.
Okay. Describe how your shadow visage, whatever we want to call it, kills another shadow.
Nice.
Oh my god. Okay.
Super cool.
That is actively terrifying me. Oh god, I haven't used this during the day before.
Yep.
Okay, so what happens is my holy symbol glows a little bit as my shadow gets 2 purple glows where my eyes would be and splits off from my body and goes to goes over to this figure, to the spectral figure, and instead of like cartoonishly hitting it, it's gonna like try to grab at its darkness and like try to pull it inside of itself.
Ooh.
And then it just kind of like vacuums the entire figure into its body, and then the form disappears.
Nice.
I like this.
Okay, so a visual note on top of that. In order to do this, you're at the tip end of a series of frozen daggers frozen in place at the edge of this cone of energy from the eye. It definitely happens. And at the same time, your spiritual weapon completely dissipates.
Ooh.
And Taryn, I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
What?
Natural 20!
Oh,
Bless.
stop it. Stop it.
Bless
Okay.
whatever deity you chose.
Oh my god. Thank you.
Taryn, you feel the strongest pull of what you can only describe as pure madness. But at the very last possible second, you're able to feel the divine influence of someone. You cannot tell who it is, but it is nothing short of straight godly intervention to prevent you from diving into something deep into yourself that you do not want to get to. And it saves you.
Fucking wild.
Cool.
Super cool. Super cool.
The rest of you would see, like, for a brief moment, the purple hue in his eyes turns into a blood fucking red. Just for a moment, and then it's gone, and he's sort of like, and he's okay.
Good lord.
All right? A nat 20 is legitimately the only way that happened, dude.
Cool.
Oh my
Oh, really?
I do not do crit saves, crit fails on the saving throws, but because of your modifier, not being negative is the only way that worked.
That's crazy.
It is your turn.
Okay. Oh my god. Shoot, heck darn.
Shoot,
Well,
darn
heck.
indeed.
Well, golly gee. How's this guy looking?
Rough. As
Not
rough
great.
as a spirit of ash, dirt, and wind can look. Like it
Cool.
looks slow and weak, I guess,
Okay.
is the best way I can describe it.
Okay, then I won't bother with that. Is just gonna do the whole swinging her arm up, swinging it down, and giant bell behind her will sing in glorious tune. 15 necrotic damage for that guy if he fails his wisdom saving throw.
On this guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Who's also hexed. I'm waiting to see if he saved or not.
5.
So he did not
Boom.
save. So he takes that. And then the hex as well. An additional 2, but who's gonna cry home at that? So 17 total damage.
Okay. So before the hex even applies, you can tell that this thing just sort of freezes, and almost as if a blade cut through it from head down in half. It just sort of dissipates back into the dust that it originated from. I believe with Hex you can use your bonus action to redirect it, right?
I can, yes.
Okay. So you had the opportunity to do that.
Okay, then as a bonus action, I will move it to the eye.
Okay. And you, with this being an ability that you have to concentrate on a creature, you would you'd sort of focus your energy and magic. Okay. And like imagine holding a pole in front of you. Like, you know, the pole is touching one creature and the creature's gone, so now you have to hurl this metal chunk. You have to physically exert in order to move the point of the end to something else. You'd have an understanding of having a connection for the end result. You'd know that the point of contact for this eye is the exact center point between the two pillars.
Okay.
Okay? Like right on the pupil of the eye. It's
Creepy.
hexed
Love
now,
it.
and you've been able to successfully sort of mark it. Anything else for your turn?
Nope. I'm staying here. Just holding my stance.
All right. Whirl. You're able to see that is focused on the center of this eye. Both of the ghostly figures are gone. but this thing is still going for you guys. What do you do?
Right. I'm going to cast a spell magic on the middle of the eye. Based on the fact that I see this also like weird fucking cone of like demon ice that's just shooting out from what I also assume to be the middle of the eye.
Well, there was a moment that it shot up,
Right.
and then it sort of hit a point of impact in the sky.
Right. No, that
above
was
you.
the altar. But I'm saying like there's because of where the cone still is of the ice shards.
Oh, that. Okay.
I'm basing my eye on having seen that and that still exists.
Okay.
That's cool.
Because I don't know enough about the force field
Okay.
other than that the blue light is shining up out of it. Is it still shining up out of the middle of the table?
Make an Arcana check.
Is this going to be my action, making the Arcana check?
Well, using the spell is your action. An Arcana
Okay.
check is part of seeing if it succeeds or fails.
20, but it was a plus
Hey.
1, so I rolled a 19. So for 20 total. Dirty
Okay.
20.
So you are positive that the magic creating that is now gone. The daggers are still there.
I don't know what that means. So I'm just gonna magic missile the eye. Because I have no more intelligent things to do. So I will cast it at a 2nd level. I'll send all 4 magic missiles to the eye.
Magic missile is an action.
Right. So that. Okay. So then I'll cast. So I guess when I said is making this roll, is that roll entirely based on, is that my action? Is the roll my action?
Oh, dispel magic was your action.
Right.
The
well,
roll was to see if it succeeded.
Cool. Since I don't know, but so the roll was to see if this dispel magic succeeded because I didn't.
Mhm.
Did it? So nothing happened.
It's a weird mixed situation, and you can tell like
Right, but I
things
wasn't
are
under
weird.
the impression that that's what was happening. So cool. That was my turn. You guys can go.
Okay.
Like nothing happened, right?
You can tell that you dispelled what was continually creating the ice daggers. So
Sure.
like nothing more can happen, but the
Right.
daggers physically still
It's-
exist in the air.
Cool.
Like the magic was used to create them, but now they're physically here. So
Right,
they
but
can't
so
be-
like I didn't do anything. So that's the end of my turn. I can't go
Okay.
anywhere. I can't do anything else.
Cal, you're up.
Since this isn't a ghostly thing, then this looks more physical in nature, I'm assuming.
What is this?
The eye symbol thing that's like shooting ice.
It's manifestation in between the 2 pillars.
All right,
no.
well, since we haven't tested it out yet, I'm gonna throw the spear at it.
Okay.
hit it with stuff until it breaks.
So I'm aiming for center, dead center there, and we're gonna do a 1, and
Oh yes.
then we're gonna do a 2.
Nice.
As like I'm gonna throw it, bring it back. Well, throw it with one hand, bring it back, and throw it right back again with the other, and then bring it back and catch it. Just a 1, 2. There's a 23 and or a 19 hit.
They both hit.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh.
It's a little one. It was only 1 digit. You can
And
tell by the
that
size of the
is-
box. Can.
That
Now,
is a 15 piercing.
Joe, remind me, is this adding the +1 for magical? Doesn't look
it-
like it.
It doesn't look like it.
Oh, for the actual damage?
Right. It's a +1 to hit and a +1 to all damage because it's magical. I think your strength is giving it the +5, right?
So yeah, well,
Is your
no,
strength
it's
score
adding it
equal?
then, because I have +4 on everything else, but with the spear it's +5,
Okay.
so it's adding it.
Okay. So that is truly a 15 magical piercing damage. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Are you hit with both?
Mm-hmm.
Are you activating the spell for either?
Nope.
Okay. So the spear goes out and stabs and quickly magically retracts to Cal's arms and then goes out again, stabs. You can see this pulse of energy with both strikes as it hits the center of the eye. And then the spear retracts to Cal's hand both times, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Anything else for you?
I'm sorry, Gert. I don't want to walk into more ice stuff,
Oh, you good?
but I am going to take a quick step back and unless I'm not misunderstanding that. That's every single time when I start my range and as a bonus action on each of my turns. So, Iz and Whirl will get 3 temporary hit points.
Yes, but it does replace any temporary hit points that they already had.
Which was 0.
So I just get to keep the 3 that I already had.
Right.
Cool.
It just doesn't add. Over multiple
Yeah.
turns, it won't add
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
That makes sense.
All right. That's it.
Okay. Gert.
Yeah. So, so my concentration, I'm gonna break the concentration on the spell that I currently had.
Shroud?
Yes. Because I am now, well, no. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna risk moving. Yeah. I know it's a big risk.
I love how there was a boom right when you said I'm gonna risk moving.
So I want to move here.
As you move, you can feel the ice daggers in front of and beside you shiver in place. But nothing happens.
Oh. Great. What happens when I try to touch the eye?
You can use your action to figure that out.
Are you sure you want to
Are-
touch the eye?
Alright. Are you trying to cast inflict wounds on the?
Yes,
Contacts, touching eyes is fucking
oh,
nothing.
you're trying to. Okay, you're trying to figure out if
Yeah.
you can cast a touch spell on it.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna look
Oh.
at your character quick for
Thought you were,
passives.
like,
My body is like
Uncomfortable?
shaking. That too. But I have like an idea, and I don't know if it'll work because of 2 reasons.
Okay. Yeah. Without using an action to try and figure it out, you would have a hard time telling if this thing is like physically actually present or not.
Okay.
So you can absolutely try it, but it's going to use your action either way.
I'll just yell, be careful, dispel magic didn't do shit.
Fuck it, let's try it. We're gonna go for inflict wounds, and I'm gonna touch
Jesus
the
fucking
eyeball.
Oh my god!
What did I fucking tell you guys?
oh my god. This is very good.
Wow.
Probably has like a 25 or something.
Oh my god.
That's a whole 22. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yikes.
Oh.
Does necrosis set in juice?
Does it get cataracts?
Okay, you take a swipe at this thing, and your arm sort of starts to go into this flame.
Oh,
Is the
God.
only way you can describe it. That
Okay.
is, you know, encasing the outer edge of what you can see as the eyeball. But after a few inches, like your hand is almost sunken in, you make purchase. And you
gross.
can feel that you're cutting into something.
Oh god.
Okay.
It definitely hurts.
Ooh.
Don't
Okay.
like that.
And it
It hurts me?
immediately shifts its gaze toward you, Gert.
Okay.
Oh,
Anything else
You're
for your
fucking
turn?
next.
What is my health? I know, that's like... So... Oh gosh. Yeah, I can't really do a... Can I do a, Channel Divinity?
Is that a bonus action?
Usually a full
Channel
action.
divinities are
Oh, okay.
actions, yeah.
Yeah.
Or wait, no. Harness Divine Power is a... Oh, but that's just to fuel a spell. Okay.
You just regain a spell slot.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you click on your bonus actions, you can see
Yeah, that's what I'm on now.
what's left. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So you can harness divine power. It'll just give you an extra
it'll
spell
just
slot.
give me an extra spell slot. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I wanted to try to heal myself, but because that was
Bonus Heal?
it is a bonus action, but I used
Right.
a regular spell for my action.
Oh, right.
Mhm.
So, yeah. All right. Well, if I die, I die.
That's why we have two
I went out-
clerics. Pew, 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 pew.
If I die, I went down in
Hutchin and I.
glorious, yeah. Glorious fashion. So that's my turn.
Okay. So the eye shifts its gaze toward you, Gert, and you need to make a dexterity save.
Beautiful.
Oh my god! Can you like not do that, please? That
Can you, like, go buy a lottery ticket?
yeah.
Do yourself a favor. Spend
No,
5
because
That's
then
a
it's
fucking
because then
solid
it's gonna
rolls.
be my. But then it's gonna be my my shit roll.
buy 2.
I told you I don't have. I haven't had mediocre rolls
It'll be fine.
in the
It'll
last
be
like
fine.
3 weeks.
Fine. No. So then buy the lottery tickets 2 seconds from now.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Right?
Oh my god, 20. Oh.
What?
This cone of energy emits from the eye as it turns its gaze toward you and absolutely blasts through you.
Okay.
Oops. All of you would see that this energy, as it finishes going through Gert, freezes midair. And Gert is absolutely blasted all the way back here as a result of the force.
And that was with a 20 deck save?
That was with a 20 deck save. Gert, you are knocked
God.
prone and to 1 health.
What?
Oh, okay.
Oofda.
I don't like that.
No,
Okay.
this is not fun.
Taryn,
Alright.
it is your turn.
Okay. So this guy is dead, right? Like that's the.
Oh,
He's
yes.
been-
I should have
Okay.
deleted. Yes.
Yeah, that's what was kind of spooking me a little bit. So I guess my question is, does the eye look ethereal in any way, like the actual being itself is not really?
Let's see. You have a passive perception of 18.
18. Yeah.
Um,
Thank you, observer of feet.
It's definitely really here. It's definitely really hurting you guys. I guess I'm having trouble understanding your question.
So is it of this plane?
You would have to make a check for that,
I know.
which would
That's-
use your action.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna do that, and I'm just going to yell out I'm just gonna yell the most offensive sentence in Abyssal that I can think of.
Okay.
And cast Banishment on the eye. So it needs
What?
to make a save.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Wild.
Dang it. So I guess I was wrong when I said I didn't take a 4th level spell, because I opened my list today and that was there, and I was like, okay, I guess I have Banishment.
Charisma save, okay, of 14.
Yep. Gets a 35.
Right? I don't know, it's an eye.
How charismatic
18.
is the eye? God!
Very.
No. No. I can't really do anything.
At
So,
that moment, it'll absolutely shift its gaze toward you.
Yeah. Figured.
Balls.
It is notable that the 2 cones of energy of varying natures still exist frozen midair at the moment that they were cast.
In that case, I'm gonna. Just gonna scoot this way a little bit. I'm gonna take that was 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. just get as far away as possible. That's gonna be my turn.
Okay. You're up.
Okay.
At this point, you guys can definitely tell that the eyeball, it has a few cracks across it, as if like
Gross.
a windshield that several rocks have hit on the freeway, sort of thing.
No.
Cool.
It's damaged.
Okay. Is just gonna like point straight at it, and as she does that, a hand will extend from her arm, and it's all ghostly and skeletal and shit.
Ooh.
Gross. It's
It's just nasty. But it's gonna float over to the eye and just poke it straight in the pupil. I'm casting Chill Touch.
Ooh.
I don't think it hits though.
7? No.
Probably not. No. I think that's really all I can do right now.
No bonus action?
My bonus actions are like helpful in other senses. The only like bonus action thing that I can do to potentially harm something is cast Hex, and it's already hexed.
Okay.
Use my bonus action to cry.
Fair.
Yeah.
All right, whirl.
Yep.
cool. I'm gonna magic missile this puppy at
No, don't magic missile the puppy. What are you doing?
puppy is a slang term for thing. And I'm going to do it at second level. Which will be 4d4, and they're all gonna go to it.
Dope.
4d4 plus 1 plus 4.
1 + 2 + 2.
Balls.
It's a small number, yeah.
Plus 2 plus 1 plus 1. And so 2 each times 4 is 8. You got 8.
All
That's
right.
magic missile.
Describe the demise of the eye.
No way.
Yep.
With 2 damage.
With
Times
with
4.
8 damage.
Okay.
Times
Yeah,
4.
8
Sorry.
damage. And I was like, oh, we're gonna be fighting this eye for like 6 more fucking rounds.
Right? Shit.
I'm very frustrated at the spell magic not working, because I always try and do cool fucking shit and it never fucking works. So I get up my mono magic whistle and I'm like, "Gah!" and just yell at it, and it goes pew, 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 and they're all like, because it's a fucking 1, and then I killed it, and then they just
Okay.
it poofs. Everything I do poofs. I've decided.
I like this very much.
Okay, so at the
Yes.
moment of impact of the last bolt of energy,
hmm Writing it down.
like pew 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 pew, they all impact, they all explode on the pupil in the center of this eyeball. The last one shatters, and then in the split second following impact, you'd see this like immediate slowdown to a full stop of time and space in front of you, as several cracks emanate from the center of the eyeball that weren't already there. And whirl, only you can see in this very quick moment, the gaze of the pupil looks at you. Cal, only you can see in this very moment that the last impact happens, the pupil looks at you. Whirl,
Fucking insane.
Gert, Taryn, all of you could swear that the pupil of this eye looks at you directly. And you hear in a language you can understand, common,
You continue to exist because I allow it. You will end because I demand it.
and the entire structure shatters into dust. All of this, the cones, the altar, the eyeball in between, disappear. All that remains is the 2 black piles of ash that sat in front of the altar in the first place. The dome around you slowly dissipates from the center point at which it hit a sort of ceiling down around the edges, on the outside into nothing, and the ground around you seems completely natural, as if nothing was there in the first place. That's where we're going to end tonight.
I knew it.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. That was so stressful for me. It's like that.
I am so sorry.
Cool. We're gonna end with Gert nearly dead.
Almost dead.
I mean, so
The
Y'all
clerics
almost died.
are almost
Every
dead.
single one of
This
you.
is-
right, just those two almost died. The three of us didn't get touched at all.
Yeah, this is very true.
Just the clerics were the ones that almost died. Super safe way to run a party.
So about that fun session.
Holy shit.
Wow.
I was expecting this to be a shopping episode. I had lists. I had downtime activities.
Oh man.
It's
Welcome- Welcome to season 2 of
Fucking shit,
well
man.
2.5 of this campaign. Um
Dip. Wow.
yeah, some shit's going to be going down, guys.
I love
now
it.
that,
I love
now
it.
that
Going
fight's
down
over,
for real.
now that fight's over, can I say why I was so stressed to get hit by that wraith again?
Sure.
How much hit points?
So,
How many did you have?
I'm
left?
at 2 right now, and
Beautiful.
if you fail that con save and you get reduced to 0 hit points, you instantly die.
Oh
Yep.
my god.
So,
And
so
that's why I've been shopping for Revivify time. Oh, it's not on
Oh,
the
that
screen,
was-
so it's there.
that's terrifying.
Yep.
Yikes.
So real shit just happened. That's going to wrap up this session of what is now known as Crits and Giggles Tenements of the Great Rift.
Wow.
Wow.
okay.
Remember that one time that you made that announcement when this all started?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And that,
There was
felt- that
only a
feels
couple
like
hours
That was
ago.
like 3 months ago,
That
right?
was like 8 days ago.
That was the
Yeah.
same day.
I'm like 35 now.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to say peace out to stream. Bye, everybody.
Bye, string.
Bye.